power rankings. Rather than doing a predicted top 8 now for the rest of the year, I'll be doing power rankings. Obviously, the top 8, there's not much discussion now, so I'll be doing it. Like who I think looks the best right now, basically who I think is the best chance of winning the premiership, that sort of thing. So number 1, I've still got the Storm. I'm not that deterred by their loss on Saturday night. I just think if you look at their 24-round season as a whole, they've still been the best team by quite some margin, and 1 or 2 bad performances in the last month is not going to put me off that. So I still trust Craig Bellamy to find the right mix between the playmakers, and I still trust that they'll be fit and firing come the latter stages of finals. I've got Panthers in number 2. They probably look the best out of these teams on the weekend. Oh, I guess the Rabbitohs look good, but no one was really watching the footy on that game after half time. But yeah, Penrith, I think they've really only hit like full fitness now. To'o's back, Pangai's playing, so they're really dangerous. I just can't picture them winning the premiership, but I think they've got a lot less pressure on them this year. I think last year, because they sort of came in as the underdog, everyone was like obsessed with them and everyone was sort of really riding them through. They had that win streak. Where now I think a lot of people are talking about Turbo. They're now going to talk about the Rabbitohs without Latrell. Parramatta have sort of stolen some headlines this week. The Storm obviously get headlines. So I think the pressure's shared a lot more across the top 5. But the Panthers are definitely, I think, a bit of a smoky right now. I know that's weird saying to a team coming in second and with a chance at the minor premiership this weekend, but I'll say it. Number 3, I've got Manly. Manly are really good and they're a dangerous team. They could put 50 on about anyone, but as we saw on Saturday night, it's like good to be a really expansive team, but ultimately it's important to have good middles, and I'm not sure Manly have the middles their middles have what it takes, if you get what I mean. When Storm are fully fit and you have the likes of Nelson, Kamakamitha, Welch, Cheese, I think there might be a little bit too much for Manly. But when you've got Turbo, when you've got Cherry Evans, when you've got Schuster, anything's possible. So yeah, Manly are definitely the wild card team. Now, before I've got the Rabbitohs, I don't think the Latrell injury actually changed them in this order for me, but it's definitely lowered their chances a lot. I didn't think there were much chance with him. I think they're next to no chance without him, to be honest. Blake Taffy's going to be playing there, which I'm happy they're doing instead of like Cody Walker at fullback or something. I think it's just good to give it to the youth who's an actual fullback or has played a lot of fullback in the past, so he's going to be exciting to watch. And yeah, that's going to be something to watch this week, how Taffy goes. Number 5, I've got the Roosters. I was going to put them below Para, but I think they're getting a lot of players back this weekend, and by finals, they might be a different team to what they were on the weekend, and they've still got the big game experience. They've got Tedesco, so I don't think you can sleep on the Roosters. Parramatta fans probably going to be annoyed at this, but I've got them in at 6th. I know they beat Melbourne on the weekend, but like the last 8 weeks have been average, and one good performance isn't going to change the way I see them, really. I just don't think they have the points in them to win a lot of these games. Their goal line defense is incredible, and that's going to be something really challenging for these teams that come against them in finals. But yeah, Para for me, number 6. Number 7, Knights. They would probably be number 10 for me. I'm only doing the teams who can make finals, but they are locked in finals, so they're number 7 for me. I've got the Sharkies in at number 8. The bottom 3 teams is basically just the order likelihood, I think, of making the finals. So the Sharkies are in 8. I think they'll lose this week to the Storm, but they're goal different. I think the Titans have to beat... there's about a 30-point difference the Titans have to make up in points differential. So I'll give the advantage to the Sharks. Then I've got the Titans in at 9th because they're playing the Warriors. Then I've got the Raiders in at last. Their points difference is pretty low, and they've got to beat the Roosters, which will be a tough challenge this week.
Unbelievable. Balotelli, Aguero! Crowd cheers. Here's Siddle. Oh, the ball is close. He's given him! He's given him! Peter Siddle's got it!